Restaurant City.
Where is my
Restaurant City.
Facebook in 2010 was the peak of humanity. I pitied those who weren't able to taste the near heaven experience that was 2010's Facebook games. Mafia Wars, Pet Society, and FIFA Superstars to name a few. But none of these boys had anything to say to the greatest game of all time. Some would call a masterpiece. Yes, Restaurant City. This game was born on April 2009, roughly around the same time that I got circumcised. I distinctly remember using my mom's account to play Restaurant City 10 hours a day every single day for 3 years straight. This game wasn't a game. It was a way of life. Peaking at roughly 20 million active monthly users, you could say that this game had a big fan base. And you'd be right, until June 2012. 2012 had some of the very worst leaders in power. Coney was in power, Barack was in power, and worst of all, EA was in power, effectively shutting down Restaurant City servers forever. But this story doesn't start from the end, it starts from the start, and like all stories, this one has a fish. Playfish was a game studio founded in 2007, releasing free games on Facebook. Since Facebook was in an era of exploding popularity, the timing of Playfish's game releases couldn't be any more perfect. It was a seemingly new concept as well, releasing games for free on easy accessible devices for anyone to play. Of course now it's common knowledge that free games are available on our phones for global use, but back then, this was a revolutionary discovery. What made these games better were the leaderboards. Seeing your friends getting higher scores than you made you want to beat their scores. Then when you beat their scores, your friends will want to beat your scores. And thus an endless loop of playing the game to beat your friends while inadvertently increasing the popularity of the game. With the game having pay-to-win benefits and also being easy to pick up, these games were lucratively successful, essentially laying the groundwork for future game developers to hit $1 billion industry. Controls easy to pick up, premium currency, microtransactions, challenging friends, and a central hub for people to play. Facebook pioneered what today's biggest game developers utilize right now, similar to the time when the Americans used the first nuclear bomb on a different country. Now at a time when people were breeding virtual animals and shitting on other people's virtual crops. I don't know what you did on Farmville, I never played it. I saw the notification that my mom's friend's son's sister hit level 4 in Restaurant City. April 2009, this was my canon event. I remember it clearly, like how I remember my first kiss with my uncle. I've asked tens of people what was their favorite game on Facebook, and most of the time they would say stuff like this. It's 3 AM, what are you doing in my house? Or, I don't have money, please don't hurt me. But most of the time they'll say that Restaurant City was the best game on Facebook. And in the galaxy. The social side of Facebook didn't even exist to me. I was glued on Restaurant City. It pleasured me in ways that aren't describable in English words. If I could, I would make out with it so hard. You people that haven't played Restaurant City don't understand the leash that RC had around me. I was a dog with no purpose until I saw the Restaurant City logo for the first time. It groped my balls and I didn't want it to let go. Before you think about anything, let me exposition dump you and tell you what the actual game did. All of these features warranted me willing to sacrifice my best friend's life to play the game again. The core gameplay loop being design a restaurant layout and hire your performance was good, your restaurant rating would increase, would level you up and give you access to when you were offline. Another goated these ingredients allowed access to different dishes. That was it. Pretty much an incremental game with max stats of decorative freedom. Very simple, very addicting, and so pleasant to the eye, with such catchy sound effects and vast decoration options. This game had me frothing. You could make your restaurant structurally efficient or have it look like the most beautiful assortment of decorative features. Anything was possible. Along with new furniture items and recipes coming out consistently over the weeks, you really couldn't run out of goals. Let me quickly say that my restaurant looked like a stunning Mexican parlor. I'm not even Mexican. happen. What made this game better than literally every other restaurant game that exists is that you hardly ever needed to interact with the game at all. You could open the game from level 1 and not even touch a single button and do that to level 69. Of course, this would take a freakishly long time since it is such an inefficient process, but it was possible. No refilling drinks or making dishes or constantly interacting with the game for it to move forward. RC was just open the game, watch the game. That's it. That's what got me hooked. You could open the game, get naked, and pulverize your sibling in the background, and you'd have still made gold and XP progress. A customer would walk into your restaurant and your crew would automatically handle it for you by cooking the dish, serving the customer, and cleaning their table, leaving a little gold for no trouble. The fuck are other games doing seriously? With other games, sometimes there's a ridiculously stupid timer to set up dishes, like stocking 300 crab shell dildo dishes in 2 hours and watching nothing happen. Like, that has gotta be the most stupidest thing of all time. Or even making the dish yourself from scratch. Or playing some random Candy Crush minigame while running the restaurant. Fuck off. Why would I cook something in-game to watch someone else in-game eat that item in-game, when I could have an NPC cook it and serve it for me and have me froth at the mouth while doing so? If you get it, you get it. And if you don't, where are ya? These other restaurant games were irritating you to give it money, while RC made it a completely enjoyable experience to not even look at your wallet once while playing. This game made me ovulate, and it had my full loyalty. I was willing to spend thousands of dollars because it wanted me to not spend a single cent. But alas, EA bought Playfish and everything they owned in 2009. Initially, things were sweet because they kept the RC servers alive. If they had just left it at that, I wouldn't be here. Instead, I would probably still be playing Restaurant City. It shut down without warning. I logged off of RC a random day for the last time ever and didn't even know. I'm sure everyone in the entire world that played the game had no idea that it would be their last time playing as well. It felt like getting dicked. It was a culmination of multiple factors that caused this event. Facebook gaming was dying to mobile gaming, Facebook cut down the game notifications of friends leveling up and playing the game, and EA didn't truly understand the love which RC fans had for the game. Foolish. They had the best game of all time and could have adapted it for mobile phones. They had a golden egg-laying goose and decided to kill it for pleasure. I'm sure that there are people still here today that would agree with me, no questions asked, when I say this. If we could, we would get all EA board members that approved RC's shutdown and have them all tied up in the snow, violently whipped for each day that has passed since RC's shutdown date. Then, sell them off to the highest Ugandan bidder for ransom, or whatever they do with people. There are similar games that exist, like Restaurant Streets. Honestly, there really isn't a similar game to RC. RC had something that other games just can't conceptualize. Being good. RC was good. RC was the greatest game of our generation. Other games are just cash grabs or implement the most irritating bullshit that pisses you off. Every time you try to play a Restaurant City type game, you will have a 100% chance of getting fucked. And realizing that nothing can replace the feelings that RC gave you. I'm a software engineering student that's sick and tired of these AAA studios making literal shit. This one shit! This one shit! Oh my god, there's a shit stain coming through! 2 shit stains walk into a bar, and I'm also in that bar, and I decide to take a little nibble on one. I'm sick of getting spoon-fed literal shit. I want to be spoon-fed something yummy, like Restaurant City. Or Mama's Milk. I am super duper cereal. Remember the name, Restaurant Odyssey. One day I'll have Restaurant Odyssey in your devices and you'll be sucked into a world of restaurants and cuisine and entranced for years of your life. And you'll love it so hard. Restaurant Odyssey! Oh, yeah. Restaurant Odyssey! Come on! Forever! Always! Restaurant Odyssey! Forever! Sorry about that. Subscribe to the channel, like the video to get the word out, join the Discord, Reddit. I'm really excited about this project and I think it can be very huge. I'm gonna be taking some time off uni as well to just fully commit to this project, so please support us simply by joining all the communities and sharing this venture to all your friends. I appreciate every single chef frothing for Restaurant Odyssey like myself. Thanks for watching